After finally being able to digest the spectacular Pirates of the Caribbean reveal at E3, I've now put some thought into what I really want to see as part of this huge expansion, and I'm sure many of you will want to see some of these requests too, so without further ado, let's get onto the video. The first on my list is some Pirates of the Caribbean themed cosmetics. Personally, I think we'll be seeing these in the Emporium, Season Pass, Plunder Pass, and as rewards for finishing the Tall Tales. We usually get a cosmetic reward for completing Tall Tales once, then once again for getting all the commendations, so I would go as far as expect to see 10 to 11 themed rewards. I have a few ideas what these could be. I reckon we'll be getting Jack's Compass, which I'll absolutely be rocking on my character. I would also love to see Barbossa's Spyglass too, the ridiculously large one from At World's End. Add his hat too, Rare. I'm a fan of massive hats and still have yet to find one large enough for my fat head. I may go as far as predicting we'll get a Jack Sparrow costume in the Emporium and Black Pearl cosmetics too for our ship. It would be amazing to have the Flying Dutchman sails too. The tattered, sea-battered canvas looks fantastic and really does emphasise the Ship of the Damned look. From the logo, it seems we'll be getting Davy Jones's sword too, which I mistakenly thought was the ghost sword from the ferry. So in this case, I really want to see this come to the game and may even replace my Ferryman Cutlass. Oh, and on the topic of the Ferryman Cutlass, it's used a lot in the promotional material and by Jack, which I sort of hope it doesn't get re-released, as it would cheapen the set for all those who already have it, but a reskin and palette swap would be amazing. Maybe a white version or navy blue one perhaps? I've seen many people request a Jar of Dirt emote, to which I would welcome, considering how iconic it is from the films. I would also love to see it bring me that Horizon pose that Jack does in the trailer. The last emote I'd really like to see would be a black spot dance that Master Gibbs does in Dead Man's Chest. I can't show it now for copyright reasons, but I think you know what I mean. I hope all the season rewards aren't just from Pirates of the Caribbean though, but would welcome a healthy dose of them. For instance, I still want some old sets to be completed, like the Silent Barnacle, Jade Dragon set, and Dark Phoenix. A big complaint about the Shores of Gold saga released in Anniversary is that you have to complete each Tall Tale 5 times in order to get the Mastery commendation. This is a hell of a grind, and the devs knew this, as it was decreased for Seabound Soul and the Heart of Fire down to 3, with the latter even having 3 unique paths to make it really replayable. I didn't expect them to make each Tall Tale replayable like Heart of Fire, but I hope there's a few little variations in each, but it's not like I'm going to be stopped from playing this multiple times anyway. In the same vein of discussion, I would like them to make the final reward for 100%ing the whole campaign really special, like a Mermaid Curse or Davy Jones style curse, to really incentivise getting those commendations completed. This was mentioned in my last video as my only concern, and it's been unclear to say the least about how this ties in with the current story of Duke, Flameheart, Wanda and Stitcher Jim. Personally, I would like a Pirate's Life to be a completely separate campaign and have the Flameheart story resolved later down the line, but can't shake the feeling that will be a canon continuation of Flameheart's story. I've seen people speculate that Calypso or Tiadama is talking about Flameheart as a threat to all pirate life, or the reanimated corpse in her heart is Flameheart Jr. or the Captain. All of this is rather cinematic and epic, but is it what's right for the game's canon? Don't get me wrong, I know I'm in the minority caring about Sea of Thieves lore. On the other hand, I don't think it would be good storytelling to build up the big bad of Sea of Thieves for him to be defeated in a crossover. It would be like if Darth Vader was being defeated by Scarlet Witch. Sounds cool on paper, but not very good for a canon storyline. Conversely, I'm sure there's lots of people hoping the same doesn't happen with the Pirates of the Caribbean characters. Imagine if Davy Jones was defeated by Flameheart just to make way for his story. Whatever happens, I know the story will be an absolute blast, and I think this will be a separate thing entirely, so again, we'll wait and see. Something that I love most about Pirates of the Caribbean is the soundtrack. It's one of the best for any film franchise and will be a bit miffed if this weren't in the game in some shape or form. What would be even better is if Robin Beanland, the gentleman who composed the fantastic soundtrack for Sea of Thieves, could have a crack at his own version of some standout tracks from Pirates of the Caribbean, recorded on instruments we use in the game. That's right, I'd love some shanties for us to play alongside this too. My personal requests are He's a Pirate, the Kraken, Davy Jones's theme and 2 hornpipes. Oh, since I'm getting pretty unreasonable with the requests, it would be a great time to add the fiddles seen in the trailers. Cheers, Rare. I can see some of the big streamers now getting DMCA'd when other crews begin playing these, which is probably why it won't happen. I have heard rumours floating around that the new AI threats, phantoms, ocean crawlers and sirens, will be emergent threats in the regular Sea of Thieves. On that note, I would be elated if Davy Jones and the Flying Dutchman becomes a rare world event after Season 3, or maybe even during it, where we have to fight him and his crew can board us. The ocean crawlers look to be boarding ships in the trailer, so that would be an awesome dynamic to split this apart from regular skeleton fleet battles in the current game. I hope he can summon the Kraken too, making this absolute carnage, spicing up the difficulty by offering dynamic encounters each time. This could be an excuse for crews to work together with a massive reward at the end, making the event extremely difficult to complete by yourself with a huge haul of loot for your efforts. I wonder how taxing this would be on the server, so it could be a bit of a pipe dream. Make no mistake, Sea of Thieves is in no need of a player boost, however, this expansion will bring loads and loads of people into the game. This will be fantastic for the next few weeks, but we need to see this capitalised on. I can see many people playing this, realising how awesome the rest of the game is and experiencing that afterwards. It is a great move from a business point of view and for the player base. I can see some fantastic work has been done to get this up to scratch, and I want to see this foundation used to further the game in other areas. For example, the new ship models used for the Black Pearl, the Ghost ships and the Dutchman look fantastic, so this would be really great if we could change our hull shape and sail shape to make our ships really look unique. Or adding the Sea of the Damned via a portal could be used for so many other things, adding pirate hideouts, more areas to explore, and dare I say, allow us to sail out the hideout just like in the Captaincy update. We have 3 new AI threats in one update, which hasn't really happened in, well, forever, unless you want to count bosses. As this has been worked on for over 2 years now, I would love to see where this game goes next, now the team have been freed up to work on some overdue and requested features. The momentum needs to be capitalised on. As with every amazing update, we seem to get a lull afterwards, which is fine. Rare was smashed to pieces by Anniversary, and subsequently we had to wait a few months for more updates, which didn't really pick up until 4 of the Damned 6 months later. Altogether, this will be a fantastic thing for the game, regardless if you agree with crossovers or not. The future is bright for Sea of Thieves. Now, if you made it to the end of the video, here's the Obsidian 6-pack giveaway. This will run from now until Wednesday next week, which is when I'll contact the 5 winners. All you have to do is comment, be subscribed, and if you want, you can drop a like, but that's completely optional. The question for this week is, what would you like to see as part of the Pirates Live update next week? To win, you'll need an Xbox Gamertag to have the pack applied to your account, so good luck everyone. Thanks for watching. If you made it this far, please consider subscribing. It costs absolutely nothing and really helps me out. I've got loads more content on the way for Season 3 and more, so make sure you keep a weather eye on the horizon. Thanks again for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.